4K is undeniably on the tip of everyone's tongue at this point in time. It's hailed as the future for TV shows, movies, gaming, and pretty much anything that can go on a screen. It's the next leap from 1080p that has been the dominant standard for so long, and it claims that it will cure all of the issues that we have with our current screens, making entertainment more immersive, productivity go through the roof, and simply make you go, wow, this is the future and there is nothing better. So the question is, if this is true, then why do I believe that 4K shouldn't be the future standard? And if so, what could I propose that is superior? We used to have 4:3 monitors. We then had 16:10. This was quickly followed by the current standard of 16:9. So the question is, why would we ever stop at 16:9? If wider screens keep providing a more pleasurable experience, does it mean that 16:9 is actually just the perfect aspect ratio, and any wider would be less immersive, providing a degraded viewing experience? As that's the only reason that I could see that would warrant stopping at 16:9. And the answer is no. 21:9 is the next step up from 16:9. It's even wider, and it provides an even more immersive and pleasurable, perfect experience. 21:9 is essentially the aspect ratio that movies use, for those of you wanting a reference point, meaning watching a movie on a 21:9 screen gives you no black bars, unlike that of a 16:9 screen. I'm an avid believer that 21:9 provides the optimal screen resolution for the best viewing experience when you're doing anything. And there is science backing up why 21:9 is the best, most logical step in the evolution of monitors. We have two eyes that are side by side, and it gives us a very wide field of vision. One where our horizontal field of view is far larger than our vertical. So why shouldn't technology harness this fact? So where does 4K fit into this discussion? Well, 4K is essentially seen as 16:9. It's defined as 4096 pixels by 2160 pixels. But my argument is that resolution isn't what's most important. Yes, it's lovely to have a greater pixel density, but what I strongly believe is more pressing is making 21:9 an industry standard first. 4K might allow you to put more on screen at once, but it pales in comparison to a 21:9 screen with the same pixel density. Now, I will come out and happily state to anyone who claims they prefer 16:9 to 21:9 for anything other than perhaps TV show watching, that they're a straight liar. It's like saying you prefer 30 FPS over 60 FPS. In no world or alternate universe would this be true. The only concession that I can make is that due to TV shows being 16:9, watching them on a 16:9 screen is nicer than on a 21:9 monitor, thanks to the lack of black bars. But that is literally the only moment that such a claim can be made against 21:9 monitors. Now, I must state that 4K is in no way a terrible thing that must disappear. Not at all. Instead, I want to shift to 21:9. Give us 21:9 monitors at the same pixel density. I want change to continue within this area of the market, and not for us to get stuck with an aspect ratio that simply isn't as good as 21:9. So the aim of this video is to try and persuade people that 16:9 is just an old aspect ratio that needs to change to 21:9. We need to embrace the change to a much wider aspect ratio before we then push towards this higher pixel density of 4K. Anyway, for more information about 21:9, if this has even made you a little curious about it, check out my discussion videos which will shed more light on this beautiful aspect ratio. And if you want to see gaming at 21:9, check out my many videos that I've covered on that. Anyway, leave a comment on your thoughts and I would love to hear them. Have a good day.